does New Jersey's process of selecting Republican delegates to go to the National Convention, how does it work here in New Jersey? Governor Whitman?
Well, it's pretty much an insider's choice. It's the county parties have slates generally, and because this is an extraordinary year, but when you have more than one candidate, each individual candidate can put together slates in each one of the congressional districts. You have to get a number of signatures, and anybody can go to that candidate and say, I'd like to be a delegate for you, and if they want them, they will take them and put them on the ballot, because as you know, you vote for the delegates, you don't vote for the candidate. But in general, it's the county committees that are the ones that make the decisions, because rarely do you have as much of a contest as we have had.
Governor Kean, has that made it difficult for the delegate selection process? Has it complicated matters?
No, it doesn't complicate it. It just means when there are three candidates, there are three slates. There's a Kasich slate, and a Cruz slate, and a Trump slate. Although the Cruz and Kasich slate doesn't make any difference because they've already conceded the election, which is typical of New Jersey. We do our primaries so late that we don't get New Jersey paid attention to. Politicians of both parties are interested in their freeholders, their mayors, and their local tickets. And they figured it's easier for them to do it late in the process. So New Jersey gets no say in the presidential process. And that costs the state a number of ways.
Let me ask you this. If an ordinary citizen of New Jersey really interested in politics wanted to become a delegate, do they have a shot at it?
Generally, you find that the county committee rewards those most loyal to them, the people who've been working day in and day out. I mean, they are, in fairness, they're the ones who put their effort into it and into the party and keeping it growing and the candidates. So they're the ones who generally appear on the ballot.
Do those county committees and leadership, are they influenced by a governor who endorses a candidate, like Governor Christie has endorsed Donald Trump?
Totally. Because those county organizations like some of the jobs that governors create, which they want some of their people appointed to. They like to have their friends appointed judges. They like all of that. The governor does all of that in New Jersey. So if the governor says, I'm for a candidate, most of the party will go, which one? And we're there for you.
Governor, are you prepared to support Donald Trump as the standard bearer for the Republican Party?
Well, I'd certainly like to. He's won a nomination fairly, although I think that he did it without anybody in the Republican Party basically helping him out till the very end. So he did it all on his own. So now he's trying to make peace with the party and put the various issues together. But as I see it,
can he do that?
I don't know. As I see it in this country, there are two parties now. There's the establishment party, it's going to be headed by Hillary, and there's a populist party, and that's Sanders and Trump, and they have different agendas, and I think they're answering some very deep needs in this country, but it's something we've never dealt with before.
Governor Whitman, you were out there early speaking out against Donald Trump to become the standard bearer for the Republican Party. Are you now ready to vote for him?
I just don't think that he has the temperament or the background or the experience to lead this great country, and he worries me. Anybody who bases their appeal on bullying, on scaring people, using those scare tactics, it just is not the right fit for the country. His foreign policy I don't agree with. He's going to do away with environmental protection. We're going to go back to coal. There are just a whole host of things. He's a bright guy, but he's selling himself, and that's what he's done, which is fine, and he has won this nomination, it would appear, but as Governor Kean said, not with many Republicans. It's still, up until you had both Kasich and Cruz drop out of the race, more than just about 62% of Republicans had voted for somebody other than Donald Trump. So is he really the Republican nominee?
What about Governor Christie? Is it possible that Donald Trump would choose him, do you think, as his vice presidential nominee?
I think it's unlikely because it makes no sense. They're from the same area. They have some of the same temperament. They tend to shoot from the hip. I mean, it would be not a logical choice. Having said that, I've gotten it wrong about Donald Trump for the last 6 months. So I'm not saying he won't. If he likes Christie, he may do it.
So expect the unexpected, do you think, Governor Whitman?
I absolutely agree with that assessment. I think you never know what he might do, and logically it doesn't seem to make sense. It doesn't pull in a new group of people that he needs to pull in, but you never know with him.
thank you, governors, for sharing your views on the process of Republican delegates and how they're selected here in New Jersey. You've enlightened us. We appreciate it. Governor Whitman and Governor Kean.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kent.